What's up, guys? DiplexHeated again. Welcome back to Men of War Assault Squad 2 and Rob's Realism mod. Super excited to be back here in World War II with another battle. Now, Rob's Realism mod was actually quite recently updated. It has actually split the German faction into two separate ones, one for the regular Wehrmacht and one for the Waffen-SS. So there are plenty of new historical units added to the mod, and I'm hoping I can show off most of those historical units in the upcoming videos and battles here on the channel, so stay tuned for more of that. What we're doing today is sort of recreating an Arnhem-style market garden battle. It's not a, historical or realistic recreation of the city of Arnhem, but it's meant to sort of feel the same way, and I think it's pretty good for less than a day's work. So this map has been made by Mighty Mapper 123, but I've created the battle, so I think that's a pretty good harmony of two people there. So that is probably what we're going to be doing in the future, and I don't need to speak too much about something like this that doesn't really concern everyone watching, but in the future I'll probably be making all the battles, and most of the maps will be made by Mighty Mapper 123. That means we can create way more videos, and usually the way I like it and the way I know that you guys like the battles, it's just best if I make them anyway. It'll save everyone the most time and we'll have the best result in the end anyway. So super excited to see how this one's going to go down. We have a platoon of British paratroopers assaulting about a platoon of German soldiers here defending this side of the bridge. The objective is for the Brits to take this side and then to prepare for an upcoming assault from this side, or perhaps reinforcements. I'm not sure. They could be going here to perhaps stop an armored convoy from reaching further south. This is during Operation Market Garden, so if this is supposed to be Arnhem, then these troops would have been landed furthest away from the Allied reinforcements, and they'd be sort of meeting up with the most of the German resistance. So I am super excited to see how this one's going to go down. We see some of the German Panzer Grenadiers here. These are also new units. I believe that the German uniform has been retextured. Looks really good. The helmet has, and the uniform has got that kind of slight green hue to it, which is awesome. And I think actually what was really cool is I remember reading that one of the trickier parts for spies and other intelligence services during World War II was to recreate the perfect gray/green color of the German uniform, that Feldgrau. And there were obviously various variations of the uniform, but it's quite cool to know that sometimes they would be busted because they'd had the wrong type of color on it. And yeah, anyway, so the British attack is consisting of 3 different sections. We have, obviously, in a platoon, 3 different sections of 10 men each, and then we have some supporting units as well. We have the platoon HQ over here, radio, mortar, and a machine gun that will be moving up. We have 3 sections. 1 section is attacking from here, 2 section over here, and 3 section over here. And you can only see a handful of men throughout those 3 sections, but most of them are hiding in the bushes. So without further ado, oh yes, do follow me on Snapchat. I've been getting like hundreds of followers already, which is absolutely quite insane. I woke up with like 300 followers. Please do that because once again, I do post updates on what we'll be seeing over the next couple of days and weeks. And maps and battles I'm working on and other things, and I've been receiving a lot of suggestions. One person wants to see the Battle of Casualty, or whatever it was called, which was like the last battle of World War II, and that is just a suggestion that I picked up from someone over on Snapchat. So I'm going to be looking into making that come through, and that would be pretty cool. So do that, and we'll stay in touch that way. It's probably the best way. So without further ado now, I think it's about time we get this battle going, and let's go. Vickers supporting. And the 3 sections of infantry are now advancing over the open. It's going to be interesting to see how many casualties the Brits take as they try and assault. Oh, what the hell? Jeez, what was that? Must have been something from the mortar. Some sort of building debris. Some German infantry are held up in the buildings, facing this open assault way, so to speak, so they're going to be pinning the British infantry trying to cross the open here. Really poor cover here. There's some cover, but the fact that there's very little is a very negative for the assaulting Brits on this side. The other sections have gotten into the city for most of it. This is 1 and 2 section. They've secured the entrance to the main street. Mortar back there and Vickers are still supporting and dropping shells on the enemy here. Look at that. So lots of new sounds in the update as well. It's going to be really interesting to see the casualties after this and to see how the Brits can form up and prepare for the upcoming German assault. That mortar better watch out for friendly fire as well. Most of the Germans are now held back up here by the bridge itself. They're starting to kind of retreat over it, which is really cool. Look at that. Oh, that is so cool. Oh! Mortar hit the steel construction over the bridge itself. Some of the shells are still landing a little bit too close to friendlies in the city itself. I think most of the fire is being corrected now to pin the German soldiers on the actual bridge. The Brits are not ordered to actually cross the bridge. They must make their stand on this side, which is very understandable. So right now what they're doing is just trying to secure the city itself. What do we have remaining on this side in terms of German resistance? There's a rifleman over here. He might be the one they were looking for. Yeah, shot right in the back there as he tried to make an escape. Cool. Still German troops on the other side of the bridge, or on the bridge itself, rather. Trying to sort of make some sort of stand. Most of their defense has been completely destroyed by the mortar fire. Look at that. Two men here in a bit of a dead zone. They can't climb over. And they've locked themselves in behind the bunker next to this radar tower of some sort. Communication tower. So we'll see if the Brits can deal with them accordingly. See some of the troops. Some of the riflemen. A little Bren team here. Setting up on this side of the bridge just to pin the soldiers. Look at this whole firing team getting up here. Damn, they are ready. So that should be the last two Germans on this side. We'll find out. The AI will definitely signal to us when all the resistance has been dealt with. Perhaps they thought they'd run back, so the Brits will probably get back into their old positions to sort of regroup and get into the positions that they need to be in here before the reinforcing German convoy arrives. Some of the troops are heading out on the actual bridge, though, to check out, see if there's any soldiers remaining. Oh, some rifle fire back there. Must have been some of the soldiers that retreated all the way to this side. We have more than just two. It's quite a lot, actually. Good cover back here. I don't think the Brits will be advancing over the bridge itself entirely. How's it looking with these two? They're pinned, so what these Germans would need to do is to try and get out somehow. That guy's gonna go for it. Quickly shot down, though. Oh! Struggle is real. Hand grenade got stuck in the barbed wire up there. This German's dead. Shrapnel right to the chest. No one's going to survive that. Oh, he did, though. Must have been just a slight shockwave that brought him down. German infantry on this side staying down. All four. But that's not a lot, so to speak. So these men will be going back now to their original positions, regrouping and whatnot. I think it's also time for the captain to move up with his team and to bring up the support weapons. Casualties, well, we'll have to look at that later, but all different sections have regrouping spots, so we can easily make accounts and see how many the first, second, and third section lost in terms of manpower. But I do think they want to deal with the remaining 4 Germans on this side first, though. And I think I might just make it easier for all sides included if I just pull them back, and we won't be wasting time on some sort of what do you call that? standoff, you know? Yeah, these Germans are more or less dispersing now, spreading out. They've left their cover by the actual riverbank, and now they're starting to move back. Here's a Panzergrenadier with a Panzerfaust. One lone rifleman moving across. Oh, that guy was shot right in the back thigh. It's enough to bring him down. Oh, accurate shot from that Panzergrenadier brought down the one lone British soldier trying to cross the actual bridge. But there is a lot of troops over here now, setting up a whole firing line here. Lots of rifles and machine guns. How's it looking back here? This is one section. Their regrouping point is here on the courtyard. So let's see how many men they have remaining after this all is over. But first of all, I do think there are 3 soldiers remaining here on the German side. I'm going to go ahead and take quick command of them. And I'm just going to go ahead and pull them back to avoid us wasting more time with them. This video is definitely on the not the British side in terms of the result. We have no idea who's going to be winning later on. This is going to come down to the convoy attack. But whatever the Germans lose now as part of this first stage is irrelevant in terms of the end result. I can guarantee you that. I'm going to go ahead and make a little quick change. There we go. So they will be gone out of the picture, and the British soldiers will be returning now to their original positions, which is very good because now we can actually find out how many soldiers the Brits have remaining. So, yes. Let's take a look at casualties. We might as well do that first of all. We'll highlight the British casualties in red, and the German casualties will be presented in yellow. So we have starting from the back, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So, wow. Okay. So out of the 3 sections, almost half of the men were lost. I think one section, which seems to be this one here, has got about 7 men remaining. I think 3 section lost the most, because 3 section was the one attacking from this side. They have lost 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 men. So they're down to 3. 3 section have 3 men remaining. They could even be less, could be 1. If these 2 were part of 3 section, then this man over here, the Bren Gunner, is the only last standing man in 3 section. He should be included into any other section, of course. 1 section, 1, 2, 3 men, possibly. This could be a combination of 2 in 1 section because they're split. Everyone's returning to their position now. Some of the bodies could essentially be lost to some sort of explosions and whatnot. But I'm going to go ahead and set the remaining men out, and we'll see how they can fare against a German counterattack. The mortar and machine gun will also be moved up. It's gonna be very, very, very tough for these British paratroopers, but we'll have to find out what happens. You know, the game speaks for itself. See you guys in just a minute. German armor can be heard in the distance. The counterattack is on its way, so to speak. We'll see how the defending Brits can do here, countering this assault. Oh, shit! Nice hit there by a Piet. Must have been. Followed up by a quick mortar shell. German infantry is quite instantly pinned on the bridge itself, as was expected here. This is definitely a very narrow and painful zone of attack, where very little British firepower can pin and do a lot of damage to a quite substantially larger and more powerful German force. Vehicle after vehicle is being disabled. Infantry is being pinned on both sides of the bridge. German Panzer IV moving up. I wonder if the tracks have been knocked out. They have not. So this Panzer IV has decided to make a stop here in the center of the bridge to try and find some enemy positions and possibly put a nice and nasty HE shell on target. That is definitely what they need to use here in order to fight the British resistance in the city itself. So a lot of the paratroopers are sort of moving up, sort of counterattacking the counterattack, which I guess is a pretty good way of defending yourself. It's just to put a lot of heat on the German soldiers where they are, so to speak. That mortar is doing excellent work of pinning most of the German infantry that's sort of assaulting. Piet hit the Panzer IV, but it didn't take it out. I think that soldier's aiming to give that another go. That is if he's got more shells, so to speak, or more ammunition. Oh, nice HE shell. I'm getting speech impediment here. 2 British paratroopers dead there to a nice and nasty HE shell. Paris getting closer and closer. I think they're going to try and use some of the AT grenades. Oh, that's friendly fire from a mortar. Knocked one of those paratroopers back. But he should be back on his feet in just seconds. Oh no, that Panzer IV is acquiring some targets. And it's goodbye to 2 of those paratroopers. Piet's going to go for it again, I think. He's going to get closer this time around. Boom! It's a direct hit, front center of the armor, but that Panzer IV is going to make a quick move before the crew itself is going to disembark. That Panzer IV has been knocked out. That is brilliant. Look at that. And I wonder if the Vickers back here was put into action. I think it most likely was. I was looking over here. Oh, no, jeez. Is that the captain? I wonder if it is. The radio man is dead, which is quite a tragedy. I wonder where the captain himself is, the man with the red beret. He must be around here somewhere, or he has fallen casualty to the fight. Machine gun team still active back there. Mortar still active. Some of the positions are still crewed and manned here by British firepower. Got a Bren gunner up there. But I think the... Oh, Jesus Christ. Blooper. I was about to say that the German attack had been stopped and halted, but as we did so, a mortar shell landed and knocked 3 of the men down. It wasn't actually the mortar shell itself that actually killed these 3 men. It was the iron construction, or steel construction rather, that hit all 3 of them and knocked them back. Well, that's men of war for you. Most of these German troops are going to be on the retreat. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little battle here between paratroopers and German infantry. Really, really cool stuff. Love the map. Had a pretty good battle. So I will see you guys in more videos to come. Don't forget to follow me on Snapchat. It's DiplexHeated, and where you can get previews and communicate with me in terms of future videos and battles and whatnot. So do that, and I'll see you guys soon again. Ciao.